I feel like Chloe's gonna jump in and do something. He is already dead. How can you kill? Oh, 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 oh. I feel like she's gonna. Hi everyone, I'm going to react to the case study of Vanitas, episode 15, the Dapshie's vampire. They're probably talking about Chloe, right? Because we learned from Jan that she's a vampire that's older than Ruthven, that has been sort of like hidden away. And I don't know if it's a castle or wherever she lives, she's been hidden away. And then you have Vanitas that was wondering, like, he even had a knife on Johan and Dante's neck because he felt like they were hiding something about Chloe, and he wanted to know what the real reason why you had their church and the vampires, like, after her specifically. So they haven't actually said it yet, so I'm curious about that. And then Noe also woke up in their castle. She was feeding on him, and then you had her Shonshak. Yeah, Shonshak, that was being jealous about that and everything. And then they invited Noe to dinner or something. And then he got into the room and there were these automatons or whatever he was calling them there as well, creepy looking things. And like, I don't know, like, I'm curious. I'm really curious about this Chloe person and why everyone is after her, since Vanitas is also like, why are you guys after her, you know? So yeah, that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys like my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my Patreon at patreon.com/feelmini. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. Yeah, like I was saying, it's really her existence was like it was sad. Like, after that whole Bible thing happened and she was made a vampire, and her father's like, okay, I'm gonna find a way to turn you back into being a human. And years and years and years and years, probably centuries, whatever, has passed, and all these generations. Like, it used to be about turning her into a human, but then it's sort of like transformed into them being able to manipulate the word formula, like gaining that power, you know. And when Ruthven showed up, like, he was the first vampire that showed up, right? After she's lost all her family and she was living there alone. And when they said he was calling himself August. Is his actual name, or did he just give that name? I don't know. But August was there. I'm guessing he was curious about the vampire, the vampire Dapshie that was, there. He showed up and he was talking about how there was this conflict between humans and vampires and all of that. And Dapshie, she asked him whose side he was on. And he said both. That he just wants the conflict between the vampires and the humans to end. Well, he said both. I'm like, no, not based on what you did to Noe. I didn't believe him until he came back. Well, before he came back, he brought Jeanne to Chloe, and because of Jeanne, she was able to sort of like experience the world outside of her castle for a little bit, which was really nice. But then Jeanne left and she was waiting for her to come back. Then August shows up again. You see him being all bloodied and like have the cover bandages covering his eye and all of that. Clearly he was hurt. And then he was like, I was wrong and all of that. So based on that scene right there, I'm like, okay, so he really was on the side of both humans and vampires, and he really had this sort of like idealistic vision of what he wanted the world to be for humans and vampires to sort of like coexist together to end the conflict and all of that. He really had that. In the beginning, when he said that to Chloe, he really meant it. But then something happened, probably something that came from the humans. They did something that made him change his mind. And he came there because he knew Chloe was working on the alteration engine or whatnot. So he came there. He wanted to know, okay, have you actually completed your thing, your research? He wanted to use it for what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you can use it to eliminate all humans or turn all humans into like vampires. Like, I really don't know what he's trying to do with that. But when Chloe said no, he tried to do the same thing that he did to Chloe, by be him and try to make him, basically trying to make her do whatever he wants when he wants it, like give him the alteration engine when it was done, use it for his goal or whatnot. But it did not work on her. And I'm guessing it's because she's older than him. That's why it didn't work. And when Chloe lashed out at him and he's like, Chloe, or something or other, like, I feel like he was about to say, I'm sorry. Because I feel like when he showed up there, it was right after whatever happened that made him change his mind against humans, that made him turn against humans. I'm guessing it had just happened and he showed up there. So he was really in that state of anger or whatever. And with Chloe being her friend, he did not think about what this might do to the friendship when he beat her and all of that, try to make her do his beating. Like, he was in such a state that he didn't realize that what he was trying to do to her was wrong. It wasn't until after she blew up at him and he left, and I think that's why he was about to say I'm sorry or something or whatever, and then he left, and then apparently he never showed up again. But then Chloe said he received this message from Machina. Machina is the person that has sent Dante and Johan after Chloe as well. And this Machina person wanted Dante to involve Vanitas in this. And that's why Dante showed up, I guess, to Vanitas and told them about the battle of Gévaudan that has arisen or whatnot, that's come back. Now, in the letter that Chloe received from this Machina person, he said that he was sort of like a friend of August. That true? Is that true? I don't know. But then this person said that the war has ended thanks to what August did. That he has risen up and went up to the Senate or something or other like that. And because of him, the war ended. And she's like, so your wish actually came true. I wonder if he was instrumental in the end of the war and all of that. I feel like it's just a step in him trying to, I don't know if he's trying to destroy humans or whatnot, what the ultimate goal is definitely not in favor of the humanity. So it's like, I think he just did that to possibly make himself look good in front of everybody, including the humans alike, so that he can come up with another sinister plan or whatnot. I don't know. I guess we'll see. And with this Machina person sending Vanitas and the dams after Chloe and her inventions, because the guy is like, if you find it, bring it to me. And if this person is a friend to Ruthven, like the letter said, he could be working with Ruthven, and Ruthven has been wanting this machine. So if the brain, if they find the machine, which clearly is working, if they find the machine and bring it to Makina, then Makina's gonna give it to Ruthven, and he can do whatever it is that he wants with it, right? And then we also learned that no, Nenia did not steal her name. She gave it to her freely because she wanted to accomplish a particular wish. This wish clearly comes with the fully realized alteration engine or whatnot. It comes with it, but what is the actual wish? And I feel like Nenia sort of manipulated her into giving her true name, because she was out there waiting for she keeps waiting for Jean to show up, right? And she was worried about Jean and everything. And then Nenia showed up and it's like, you must be lonely, just become a bee so you can sort of like, I don't know. And there was this incident, which whether it was true or not, about this Jean person, this maid and this girl having been killed and all of that. I feel like all of those things were like Nenia's doing. It was Nenia's doing to try to manipulate her into giving her name in order for her to grant her wish or whatnot. I don't know if the wish has to do with her being lonely. Like Nenia said, it is true, she is lonely in that castle all by herself. When did Jean-Jacques even get into the picture? Jean-Jacques must have been there, right? Before she saw this nightmarish thing about her killing Jean? Is that what? Did she kill Jean or did she kill herself? It looks like she killed herself, but then the fact that they talked about Jean being, killed in such a gruesome way, and that happened only after she saw that little dream. I wasn't too focused on the person that was killed, that she killed or whatever in her dream nightmarish state. So I'm not too sure if it was Jean or herself. But yeah, Nenia used that to manipulate her, I believe, into giving her true name. And then Jean-Jacques is like, she was crying like every day until Nenia came into her life or something or other like that. So it's like Jean-Jacques must have been there before all that happened, right? I don't know. But yeah. Noe was super upset when he saw Nenia there, of course, because of what he did to Louis. And then Nenia was like, basically told him that Chloe gave her true name of her own volition, and that sometimes Nenia is not able to get people's true names by herself. She has to basically make a deal with the vampire. And then Chloe started thinking, was that what happened with Louis? And I'm like, if that's what happened, what would Louis have wanted in exchange for him giving his true name? I don't know. But either way, Noe was really upset, and he just like started fighting Nenia there. And at first, Nenia was not reacting until he just like destroyed the food and everything. That's when he like gave him a really good smack. Oh, and the way Jean-Jacques was blushing when Noe was like giving him all these compliments, it was so cute. I really want to know what she wants to do with this engine that's happening. Then you have Vanitas also, when she launched the engine thing, and then Vanitas is like looking, is like, I got you now or something or that. I'm like, I don't know how all that's gonna happen, because you have Vanitas already there, you have that crazy person pink haired person also headed there as well. So it's like all these things are about to like blow up. So I don't know how that's gonna go. So thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, you can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/Philomini, and you can also see the full link for this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Dans les yeux d'une fille, il y a toujours une étoile qui brille.